what you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed.
Virgo Tarot 2222, and today, Virgo, I want to speak to you. I have a word for you, Virgo clan, Virgo nation. Just a quick 5-10 minutes. Spirit has put a word into my spirit for you. Let's get to your reading, family. I have a word for you. I have a word for you. Listen, people, I have been stuck in my chair the whole day and I couldn't understand what was happening. But I was getting download after download, and I thought it was my situation because I'm a Virgo, right? Going through my own problems, my own stresses, my own attacks. And then it was just so clear. Virgo, you have some snakes in your garden. You have some people that you have no business being around you. Some people on your Facebook, some people on your Instagram, some people on your YouTube, some people in your life. Some of you are such people pleasers. You keep your enemies too close. They pre-ing the ting. They're copying the ting. They're chatting about you behind their back. Some of them are chatting about you on their videos. A lot of them are stealing your ideas. Pre-ing your gram, pre-ing your ting, people, and going out there, copying your statuses. For some of you on YouTube, copying your titles, pre-ing your ting, but not liking it. You know them ghost ones, with the ghost accounts. Them ones there, Virgo. The message is, it's time to weed the snakes out of your garden, Virgo. They're your blockages. They're trying to steal your joy, trying to steal your blessings and your ideas. But what does the Bible say? Who God bless, Virgo? No blood clot man can curse. Eminem said it right. It's time to clean out your closets. Go down that friends list. Look over your life. See who doesn't belong there. Start going with your intuition and that gut feeling. If you feel it, then it is it. Stop second guessing yourself. You know she's been throwing shade. You know he's been talking smack. As we say in UK, shit. You don't need confirmation or validation, Virgo. You just need to cut, block, delete. Don't waste your energy in confronting these vipers and these snakes, because they like to turn things around on you. They'll never admit it. You'll always be mad. It'll always be in your head, Virgo. But the message is this. You have some snakes in your garden. And it's time to do the gardening. Winter is coming. Harvest time is upon us, my G's. You have some weeds among your flowers. The Bible said you have to tear out the weed. You have to tear out the tares, because they will mash up your crops. You can't have weeds growing near your crops, because they will contaminate your crops. And you will end up with shit. So Virgo, I know some of you like to have all this following list, this long list, but that ain't shit if none of those people don't like you. That ain't shit if half of the people on your shit doesn't like your shit. That ain't shit if what you're doing on the gram, YouTube, whatever, isn't true to you. If you're a poet, why are you doing tarot? If you're a rapper, why are you singing? Why are you settling for second best? Why are you conforming? Why are you people pleasing, my G? It's time to take the mask off and be your whole entire selves and let the world just see who the fuck you are and accept you for you. Virgo, it's time to stand up, show up and show the fuck out. Step into your calling, whatever it is. If it's tarot, it's tarot. If it's poetry, it's poetry. If it's rap, it's rap. If it's dance, it's dance. If it's singing, it's singing. But whatever it is, give it 100, my G's. Don't be mediocre in this shit. The Bible says you have to be hot or cold. Because if you're lukewarm, God's going to spit you out, chew you up and spit you out. My mum would always say to me, make me tea, Diana. And I go and make it. By the time I come back, that shit's warm. She would say, Diana, that thing insipid. Do you know what that means? It's nasty. It don't taste good. So some of you are on the fence. You know these people ain't shit. You know that they talk about you, spread your name, dash word pun you, teeth your ideas. Some of them teeth your clothes and your man and your girl. But here you are, lukewarm Virgo. Lukewarm Virgo. Scared of rejection, scared to let go. Want to love everyone, but no one ain't loving you. Virgo, the message is this. It's time to weed the snakes out of your garden. They are fucking up your crops. You are settling for mediocre when you can have steak. Those snakes be lurking, Virgo. I challenge you. I challenge you to weed those snakes out of your garden, to go down that list of your life, that list of Facebook, Instagram or YouTube, and weed out those snakes, those ones that don't belong. Call them out on their shit. Block and delete. Let's get to the tarot. As you lot know, my memory always fails me, but I remember it today. Lapis Lazuli, something so. But I'm close, right? And those two cards remain, and I will give it to you. Look at that shit. That's what it might cost for some of you to weed these snakes out of your garden. Because some of these snakes are your partners. Some of these snakes are your friends, your besties, your cousin, your sister, your mom, your dad. Some of these snakes are them. Your children, causing you heartbreak after heartbreak, sacrifice after sacrifice. And still it's not enough, right? It's not enough. It's not enough, my G's. It's not enough. I hear the cost for some of you of weeding those snakes of your garden is going to be this. Gonna be this. Some of you have to give up that man, have to give up that woman. They ain't good for you. They're not good for you. They leave you feeling sad. The end result's always the same. Couple of days in bliss, couple of months, end result's always the same. You sacrifice everything, they sacrifice nada. This could be every relationship in your life. Whoa, that's how much Spirit has to say, and that's how easy it is. Spirit wants to come in and help take these burdens off your shoulders now. They want to be your team. The only team you need is Spirit right now, Virgo. Some of you, that's all you got. You're rocking it out with you, your team and I. Letting them take the weight off your shoulders, my G's. But for those of you trying to do it all alone, God and Spirit wants to take and help you. The angels, your ancestors, want to take these burdens off your shoulders, want to lift some of these snakes out of your life, but they need you to ask for this help. Because look, these people have you going round and round and round in the same goddamn cycle. Goddamn cycle, and it always ends up the same. With you making a sacrifice and you losing, right? Some of you have been waiting for this love, waiting for this person forever to act right, to get right, to be right. Spirit says it's time to cut it. Cut those relationships so that real love can begin, Virgo. That real love can find you and locate you. New relationships with the number 1. Totally new. For some of you, a reignition, a reigniting of your existing relationship. But for a lot of you, I see you letting go of toxic people. They're snakes. Taking action. For some of you, against the Aries. Leo, Sag. Taking the action. Good over evil. What did I say? Who God bless, Virgo. No blood clot man can ever curse. They can't beat you. They can try. They can't be you. They wouldn't want to. They couldn't walk a mile in your shoes, my G's. You're overcomers. You don't fuck with people. You know who you are. More time you're alone. But still trouble seems to find you, right? But I see this time that you spend going through that book, that friends list. Once you do it, look what happens. Your life starts to move forward, my G's. Blockages done. You wonder what's blocking and stopping you? You, my G's. The fact that you need to be loved, you need to be liked. It's time to let go of these snakes that are in your garden. Bottom of the deck. Ha! Stop resisting this change. That's why I had to come out. You lot are holding on to things that are dead. What did Justin Timberlake say? It's dead and gone, my G's. It's dead and gone. It's been dead and gone. You've been holding on to people and things that have long left you. They're emotionally checked out on you. Wow, Virgo, wow. That was a word. It was a word to me. It was a word to you. Listen, Spirit showed up and showed the fuck out. Showed up. I got some new decks, so I have to touch them. Me have to touch them. Me have to touch them. So I'm going to give us a couple of cards. Oh, look at that. Gilded regret. The number 5. A lot of you are dealing with it. Alone in the world. Oh my God. These 2 cards, people. A lot of you Virgos have a lot of regrets. Regret about decisions and actions that you've taken over your life. I'm here to tell you, forgive yourself and release yourself. You did the best in a situation that you had. You always do. You can't regret anything that's happened in your life. You have to take everything as a learning curve, Virgos. And I want to read this card to you, the number 5, very quickly. If I can find it. I might have to cut it, so I don't want you to be hanging around. Memories are floating on the water. They're safe, they're warm and murky, yet they hold the scent of death. So there's some things that you're still holding on to, things of the past. Things that make you feel guilty, things that you're ashamed of. Things that happened while you was vulnerable. They want you to forgive yourself and release yourself from this bondage. You can't keep holding yourself hostage. Because the cage of our memories is the most gilded. Lingering to the past, savouring crumbs and flashes. Hints and ifs, buts is our sword. However is our shield. We follow the river against the currents to the sea of maybes. We cannot say life is here, now. We just say life was here. So that even when the future builds day by day, we still look backward to memories and possibilities. Options we missed. Things we lost. changes we fled. It is like staying in the twilight of consciousness, in the blessed state of those 5 minutes between the time the alarm rings and when you actually have to wake up. Like little kids, between the time mum calls and the time we need to wake up and run, but those 3 minutes are taking up too much time, Virgos. They are the drain of our energies or our opportunities of our future. The ifs are now gone. Whatever has been already, isn't it? It's time to let it go. And most of us, this is how we feel. Alone in the goddamn world. Let down. Let down by those people we trusted the most, right? Let down, man. Overlooked. The number 6. So there's a progression going on here. The sentence, I made my home a closer, my heart a chalice for the faintest breeze, and yet I stand alone. So I did everything. I did everything right. I loved right. I gave right. I gave selflessly. But yet, I'm still alone. Is this your story, Virgo? That's the story of most Virgos that I know. We give so much. It's always one-sided. We don't get. But you can't be looking for it. We don't. We just don't receive it back. It's always taken until you're depleted. And then you turn on yourself, right? Waiting for something to come back. Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're waiting for? When we parted ways, we promised to each other, I will wait for you and I will come back. We may have used different words like, it's just for a few months, or a sharper pen like, I don't need you. Still we are waiting. Mind has lost hope, body has lost memory, but our heart is still incomplete. It is shrined into a blessed feeling of longing and desire, innocence and hope, but it is also entombed into a well of solitude and distance. It built walls to store the passage of time, and the walls kept out everything. Will the prince come, or has the world gone silent while we waited? Waiting is a transition. It has a beginning and it has an end. Waiting is the night. Morning brings the sun of a new day. Like that, Virgos. House full of people and not one goddamn one of them will get the door. They leave it for me, the disabled one, huh? Now, I'm going to get out of here. The message is out. Just want to get you the heart deck. Heart deck, Virgos. Heart deck. Come out of your head and into your heart, my G's. Come out of your head. Look. Come out of your head. Stop worrying. Stop giving your all to that person. Stop waiting on them. Fuck them. Put you first at all times. An enchanted world is available to you if you want it. Just as the oak tree is hidden in its seed, the goddess is within you, Virgos. Reason devoid of feeling is merely harsh judgment. So listen to your heart and move beyond the boundaries you have placed around yourself. It's time to step into your power and create a world of bliss, of happiness, Virgos. You can do it. Because you, sorry about that, you are beautiful. You are a beautiful soul. Look within and you will see it, Virgo. There is a pearl in your heart. Close your eyes and feel it. The most precious thing is inside of you. So calm your mind, meditate, and you will feel your soul's infinite spiritual realm. In looking within, you, Virgo, will never, ever, ever go without. I love you, my G's. I love you. This is your girl, the Virgo Tarot, telling you to weed them snakes out of your garden.
We gonna play now, ready for the show. I'm about to take down, you already know. Get the fuck out of my face now, yeah, you gotta